Hello folks, got some work to do. We're going to do a water change. I've been looking at some fish prices lately though, and prices are basically going through the roof overnight. So if you were planning on buying fish, run out and buy whatever's in the pet shop right now, because the whole thing is, if these tariffs continue, everything just doubled in price, pretty much. And if you're breeding fish, it's going to be a windfall for you. And my Discus are knocking on the door for being old enough to all start breeding. I should end up with multiple pairs in the next few months. I just got to up my game, get my breeding stuff set up over here, and yeah, this whole situation could end up being a windfall for fish breeders. It's starting to look that way real quick. So instead of importing your fish, people are going to have to get them local if they want to get any kind of deal, which means the local breeder, instead of getting like a fragment of the actual retail and resale price for a fish, is now going to be able to get a much larger chunk of the pie, because everyone's going to be desperate. So stay on top of your fish, keep your water clean, and get ready to make some money, folks. I'm getting on with my water change. We're going to do a gravel vac. Filters are in good shape, but that column filter grabs most of my poop now, this one right here. So I'll be cleaning that one and leaving the rest alone and doing the gravel. That's all I'm going to do today. That's all it needs. I've been keeping it real clean. So that's on today's agenda. So I've got the lights off. I'm going to pull those glass things. I'm going to do a gravel vac, and when we get back, you'll see my my gravel disrupted, and I'll be starting the drain. So let's get down to business. Oh, while I'm doing my work here, getting ready for the water change, just had a peek over here at these guys, and she was just cleaning that cone. Here she's looking pretty full in her belly. I expect they're going to lay eggs again for a second time. I treated this water a little bit, not with like full dose. So when I see eggs, I'm gonna drop some more Canaplex in there to make sure the eggs get a good head start, and hopefully that works for them. What I really need to do is get UV deployed on these two tanks, and figure out a way to do that effectively on a small tank. But I'm going to work on that and get these two tanks running in sterile UV as well. Back over here, we have the gravel vacuum tube deployed. You can see I'm getting quite a bit of algae right now, which tells me the current UV bulb in here is probably puttering out. See my plants? Everything's not looking as clean. And, you know, I've got one fish not behaving all that great. So we are definitely, I've got one of these UV bulbs on a plane heading here from China. It's actually in the air right now. So maybe next week sometime, hopefully. I'm going to change the bulb that's in that back one today. Just put a fresh bulb in there just to help things out. And I'm going to do that while I'm cleaning the filters. And we're going to get a fresh bulb in that corner. That's all I can do for right now. This bulb down here, it's probably done. It's still running, but it doesn't look at that rock, you know. Look at those. When these bulbs were new, that wasn't happening. You get a little bit, but I'm seeing more algae. Things have changed, so it's time for new bulbs all around, and that's what I'm going to do now. And then I'm going to overstock these bulbs in my house, and I'm going to switch them out every 2 months to make sure that I never do this again. I think I've run these bulbs for about 4 months, so changing them out every 2 months should keep you in good shape. $20, I think they're up to $25 now every 2 months. I actually found one for $20, but that's why I'm waiting for it from China. I could have got one a little bit sooner, not much though, only a few days sooner, and paid $25. It was still shipping out of China, just faster shipping. So And it seems like they're sending it airmail regardless, which is good. See the blues? They hang out. They hang out now. I know he's a boy because he got the little tail on the end of his fin right there. Never seen him breed yet, but he's got the attributes of a boy. And I was told she's a girl. I believe she is. She looks like one. So the lights are kind of. I need to clean the glass. Everything's not looking that great in there right now. So we're gonna clean it up. But yeah, water's UV bulbs are gonna get changed too. I'm doing everything because things are little signs like that algae on those rocks. It's telling me that UV's it's time to change them. Even though the water looks pretty damn nice, I think they're puttering out. And if I don't do anything, I'm gonna start seeing other problems soon. I gravel vac these guys about 4 days ago, and I did a good job. And that's like I'm gonna do about 3 buckets that'll look like that. They're dirty fish. You want to keep as many as I do. You best do the work. See, no joke. Bucket number 2. You feed a lot, right? They poo a lot, and it doesn't take long. You gotta do your work. Water changes are essential. You cannot keep a swamp tank with these fish. Okay, this is a week, not even. Probably 4 or 5 days. Could you imagine? No water change, guys? Oh yeah, no, it's moam. It's just moam. No wonder their fish die. So seeing what I'm seeing with the algae, like I said, I need a new light. It's coming. But my phosphates are up. Just cleaned all my gravel very thoroughly. Fish are still happy. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna pull all my pot scrubbies, put them in this bucket. That's my third gravel vac. And I got gravels in the bottom here. I'm gonna vacuum those out as well. I've pulled the sponges, the sponge wall in the middle here. I've pulled that, so it's getting thoroughly blasted out as well. And I'm basically gonna clean and drain the sump and refill it because it's springtime and I haven't done it since fall, and it's probably pretty messy in there. I pulled the filter socks, everything. Everything's gonna get a good rinse, go back in, and there'll be enough bacteria left over to take care of business. I'm not really concerned about it all. I'm not touching these filters up here, except for that one in the corner. So that and that one in the corner because it needs a new light. And so yeah, it's getting an extra cleaning today, a phenomenal cleaning today. I've pulled out the sponges. As you can see, they're pretty dirty. They're gonna get it clean. Here's the pot scrubbies. They don't look so bad. And the water in there is atrocious after stirring it all up. So I'm gonna gravel vac the bottom, then I'm just gonna stir it all up, and I'm gonna fill it up and drain it, fill it up and drain it until it looks clear. And then I'll drain it again because I gotta fill it with barrel water and not tap water. And that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the water's pretty dirty down here, as you can see. And I've been gravel vacuuming the substrate down here. It's pretty bad. So we're gonna get all this moam up, and I'm bringing water in while I'm sending water out with the hose. So we'll get back to it. Just nasty in there. I just keep stirring up the gravel now so the water stays brown, and I'm constantly filling and draining. I got a little mini sump in there and just a regular siphon, sending it all outside. And I'll just keep doing this till I see that cloudy water go away. And then I'll drain it empty, and we'll put nice clean barrel water in it. And then I'll proceed up here with the rest of the drain. Probably only bring it down to 50%. And this is gonna disrupt. Well, the sump needs to be cleaned, so that's all there is to it. But that's 6 months of Discus sump, just dirty as hell. It's not running right now, of course. It's just getting cleaned. Dirty water going out, clean water coming in until I don't see any more dirty water. And then I'll keep stirring it. Once it looks crystal clear, then I'll drain all the tap water out, replace with barrel water, put all the sponges and the scrubbies back in, which I'm not even going to touch. I'm just going to drop the scrubbies back in the way they were so the bacteria remains intact. And everything should be fine when I'm done. I'm just getting the mold out. Okay, so I got the water coming in pretty much as fast as it's going out. You can see it's clearing up. But watch, I'll go in there because the water's been exchanging. And as you can see, I just stir up my substrate. It gets quite dirty again. It's just faster and easier to do it this way, to be honest. It's taken a while, but I only have to do this every few months. I waited about 6 months to do it because winter, it's better for me to do it while the weather's nice. And so there we go. And now I'll just let all that pump out. And when I see it go clear, I'll stir it up again, and I'll just keep doing that until I just don't see any more dirt. And that's how I clean my sump. I don't run my sump like everyone else does. It'll be clean when I'm done. There'll be lots of bacteria still in all the substrate. It won't be a problem. And then I'll drain all the tap water out. Get some good barrel water in there. I'll do a 50% change up here because this water's leaving the system too. I have to replace it. So I'll bring this down about 50, maybe 60%. And that way I'll have enough water for everything. And then I'll kick her back in, refill my barrels, do another water change tomorrow after it settles. So we're going to let that continue, and while that's happening, I'll go clean all the sponges from in there. As you can see here, I just stirred it one more time. It's still very dirty, and I'm just going to keep going until that stops happening. It could take me an hour for all I know. There's a lot of build up in here, but it's working. It's working. The tap's consistently flowing in there while the water's flowing out onto my lawn. The lawn's going to get fed well for the spring, and should get some nice grasses here. But you can almost see it clearing up as it cycles new water in, sucks the old water out. So we'll keep going. This is going to be a long water change. You're probably getting cold up here, but everybody's still happy. And maybe this will help little guy feel better and start eating better. You know? You got something foul in your water like a dirty sump. And it's pretty dirty. I mean, it was all in the substrate, but it was still there. So we're going to get all this mold out of my equation, this winter mold. And then I'll do it again midsummer, and then I'll do it really good in the fall. And then I wait late fall, and then I wait through the cold period because it's just not in a good position to, I got to pump the water outside to clean this properly. So I kind of will let it go in the winter, but it's kind of like letting a canister filter go. And it's completely disconnected from my tank right now, so all this yucky stuff's not going to get pumped in my tank. See it clearing up? And we'll give it another stir. So you can see how I do this. It's not conventional, but it works. You know, I'm flushing all this dirt out of my sump this way. The Discus North swoop. You just get in there, you swoop your gravel, you make a mess, you pump all your water out. Hey, I should patent it, right? Some people's children. Let me tell you. So there it is, all dirty again. That's the process. Take me a while, but I'll get there. It's worth it. I only have to do it every few months.
Okay, so I'm finally satisfied. That's just recently stirred and it looks pretty clear, as you can see. So I'm just gonna drain this water out as low as I can get it, drop some prime in there, fill it up with barrel water, and finish up here. Get everything back in place. Hopefully turning off the UV bulb hasn't killed it, but I think that bulb's almost dead anyway. Get a new bulb in there, reactivate everything, and hopefully I haven't killed anybody in this process. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, so now I'm using a smaller pump to send water into here because my 840 gallon one will be violent. And I'm deflecting it like that because I want it to, whatever dirt might be left in there, to just settle. I'm going to reinstall the foam and the rest of this stuff while it fills and get everything back in place. Get all the pot scrubbies back into it, and then we'll fire it up. This is barrel water going in now, treated barrel water. Okay, so Sump's all clean. I just dropped the scrubbies in there. I didn't flush them. I left them dirty and I just dropped them in. They're not really holding much anything anyway, just bacteria. So they're back in there. Sponges have been thoroughly rinsed. The sponge wall in the middle, sponge around the intake, all thoroughly mixed. I just turned on the UV back on. Brand new UV bulb in this unit here in the corner. Cleaned out this sponge filter really good. I left these two alone, so the media in there untouched because I've messed with my sump, which it needed to be done. And the media in the sump should still be packed with bacteria, but I got all the gunk out of it. So that could have been why little guys give me a hard time. Maybe now he'll pick up his pace because I cleaned that. I don't know. But I showed you the algae earlier on the rocks. It's showing signs, right? So we got to drive down my phosphates. Clearly, they're coming from down here. So we're getting that dealt with today. And then hopefully I just see an improvement in health and everybody goes back to being happy. I'm just trying to nail all the possibilities. Now, I've done a lot of work in a tank for one day. That's always sometimes can be a bad thing. But the tank's seasoned, old. The media is all aged. It's still covered with bacteria. I've just primed it. It didn't see enough tap water long enough to kill anything. And I've really just rinsed out all the dirt. So we're on our way to filling the tank back up right now. And we're almost high enough to see where our temperature is going to be at. It's probably cold, so because this took a long time. They're probably a little on the cold side. The barrels are warming them back up right now, and I hope to see some very happy fish in the morning, showing me excellent colors and proving that I just found what was wrong. Maybe that sump was damn dirty, let me tell you. But I do let it go in the winter, so I sort of have to. But you should be able to let them go. As long as you don't stir them up, they're okay. Eventually they get so gunked up, they need to be done. That'll be clean now for several months. It's going to be a long video, but I'll just patch all these little segments together. Should be a good video. You can see how I do my deep clean. So there's the finished product. It's definitely getting murked out because the sump, when I put the scrubbies back in, they're still, they let murk out into the sump. So we should be okay. There's lots of prime running. It should clear up in about 30-40 minutes. I'll make it short, maybe in an hour or so, just to let you see. I just put the lids on. So we just finished filling. The sump definitely looks a lot nicer. It's all cleaned up, organized. Filter sock back where it should be. And
It was kind of out of place. It kind of moved a bit here. Let's fix it. There, I'll keep it up high. And 20 micron filter sock on the intake. It works if it doesn't fall off. And there we are. So we're all cleaned up in there. The UV's running. Although I think it's puttering out. But it might be fine. It could be this thing was just so bloody dirty, I was starting to have problems. So that's out of the equation now. And let's hope we get a better result in the next few days. If he starts eating again, then I nailed it. A little murky, but she'll be beautiful soon. Thanks for watching.